Hey there, Corporate Misfits. Brittany Darrington here, and welcome to episode 18 of the Corporate Misfit podcast. I want to talk about something that I see a lot of entrepreneurs really struggle with in order to be successful, and that is clarity. I notice that entrepreneurs have no idea who they want to serve, why they're looking to do what they're doing, and they don't have a clear idea of where they want to go. Same thing with aspiring entrepreneurs. I find that a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs really want to start a business, but they're not really sure who they want to serve or why they want to start that business. And ultimately, they have a difficult time identifying where they want to go. So in order for you to really reach that business success or even just get your business started, you need to have clarity so that you know where you want to go, you understand why you're doing it, and ultimately you know who you want to serve.
You're listening to the Corporate Misfit podcast with Brittany Darrington, where female entrepreneurs can get powerful tips and advice on how to start, launch, and grow their business.
I love clarity, and it's something that I focused heavily on when reading the book High Performance Habits by Brendan Burchard. And it was one of the things that he focused on in the very beginning of the book because it's something that every successful person has. And it's clarity, knowing where they want to go, what they value, what they believe in, what they are willing to do in order to get to where they want to go, and making a game plan. And if you don't have that, it makes it very difficult for you to build a strong foundation. And so in business, if you want to build a strong foundation, ultimately building your empire on something sturdy instead of sinking sand, then you need to gain clarity. So some of the things that I want you to ask yourself in order for you to get this clarity is, why do you want to start this business? Or why do you have this business? So that you truly understand why you're doing what it is that you do. If you don't know your why and why you're starting a business or why you're running a business, ultimately, whenever you have any bumps and hurdles that come along the way, you're going to give up. You're not going to stick to it because you don't know your why. When I first started my business, I started my business because I wanted to make money. And I was tired of collecting a paycheck every 2 weeks. And what I decided was I'm going to quit my 9-to-5, start this business so I can make money. But ultimately, I really did not have a strong enough why. So whenever times got tough or when things happened, I was really quick to give up. I was done. I was over it because I didn't know why I was doing it to begin with. Now, the second go around when I decided to start another business, I got really clear on why I was doing it. I wanted freedom. I wanted to spend time with my family. I wanted to be able to do some of the things that I really valued in life. And when I really honed in on my why, it made it so much easier for me to stay persistent and relentless when I was going through some of the most toughest times of growing my business. So you need to really understand, why do you want to do what you're doing? Why do you want to build this business? Why do you want to serve the people you want to serve, so that you truly know why you are doing this? Now, the second thing to help you gain clarity within your business is identify who you want to serve. I see so many entrepreneurs and even new entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs try to serve everyone. If you are talking to everyone, you're talking to nobody. So you really need to identify who you want to connect with, who do you want to serve, so that you can really solve their pain points. Henry Ford said this, and I love this because it's so true. He said, if I were to ask the people I was looking to help what they needed, they would have told me that they needed a faster horse. But once he just identified who he wanted to serve, he then focused on what were their pain points, what were they struggling with, and how can I help them? So once you identify who you want to serve, it will make it a lot easier for you to create a product or service that solves the problem of your ideal customer. It also helps create clarity within the direction of where you're going, so that ultimately you know what is right and what is not right for your customer. Now, the third thing I want you to do in order to help you gain clarity within your business is to get really clear on where you want to go. I see so many entrepreneurs who say, I want to start a business, I want to make $1 million, or I want to serve this person, but then they're not clear on where they want to go and how they're going to reach their destination. It requires that you take time to make a game plan. And I look at game plans like a GPS. And ultimately, that GPS is going to tell you what roads to take, what roads to avoid because of detours, and ultimately get you to where you want to go. So if you take some time to really identify what it is that you want and where you want to go, and create short and long-term goals to help you identify where that end destination is, it will make it so much easier for you to get your business up and going, or you to get your business in the right direction and moving to a thriving state so you could do more of what you love. Okay, so I hope that you take time to gain some clarity within your business, because without clarity, you're going to have a really difficult time being successful and ultimately growing your business to where it is that you want to go. So take some time to really get focused on why you are doing what you're doing. Why do you want to start this business? Why do you want to be an entrepreneur? The second thing that you need to do to really help you is to also identify who you want to serve, so you can speak their language and ultimately find things to solve their pain points. And the third thing you want to do is you want to know where you want to go. So get very clear on what direction you're going to go in, so you can create a roadmap that will ultimately lead you to your end destination. All right, Corporate Misfits, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and thank you so much for joining me on the Corporate Misfit podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, go ahead and hit subscribe, and also leave a comment on whatever platform you're listening on. And I can't wait to see you on some of our upcoming episodes on Wednesday and on Friday.
If you've enjoyed today's episode of the Corporate Misfit podcast, we invite you to check out the Corporate Misfit Club. The Corporate Misfit Club is the essential resource for female entrepreneurs who are looking to start or grow a business they actually love. Whether you are a seasoned entrepreneur in your startup phase or simply thinking about taking the leap into entrepreneurship, we've got your back, girl. With our extensive course library, monthly training, exclusive members-only discount perks, and unlimited tools. We also have a supportive community of women where our members share stories, experiences, their wins, and business tips. The Corporate Misfit Club is the perfect place to be to start, launch, or grow a business. So check it out at corporatemisfitclub.com.